Is it wrong to be annoyed by low-functioning autistic kids? It's just, I was born with such a creative mind, and I watched, because I don't usually watch TV or watch anything like that, but I'm at my mom's house, and we're going to go to the beach today, so, and she likes Netflix, and so does my sister. So they put Atypical on, which isn't a bad show. It's just, after a while, like, I really just can't stand low-functioning autistic kids. And I'm a high-functioning. I'm an ADHD. That's one reason I have weed helps me because luckily subliminals have been changing how my brain works. I believe, and it's funny, we're told that autism isn't fixable, yet my step cousin fixed his autism when he was a young age. How did he do that? He went to therapy for like 3 years, and eventually over talking, getting anxieties out, all these things can fix it. I believe there is a fix for everything. You just have to find it. And when I was younger, I think it was a good thing that my dad challenged me when it came to telling me that I couldn't do something, because it only encouraged me to do it. So when he would say to talk to people, because when I was really young, I wouldn't talk to anyone on the playground. I luckily had one friend, and then once I got to 5th grade, I made friends with the 3rd graders in my special ed class. But as I got older, I would say it started getting better 2016. 2016 and 2017 are my great years. This is a great year. And the kid in the show, Atypical, is not me. He has some characteristics. I can't say that. Characteristics of me. He has some things that are like me, but I'm not that analytical. If someone asks me a question, I can answer them without dissecting their question, like the character does in this show, and it just drives. My whole life, I would say, since 5th grade on, I try to, I really do, but I'm too much of a social person. I'm an extrovert introvert, and when I meet someone who is just pure, like the lowest of the scale of autism, I just can't be around them. They don't interact. They don't, and the parents are always really dumb when it comes to it. Sometimes they're not, but they they try to shelter the kid. I always saw therapy as bullshit, because either you do it at a really young age or you don't do it, because it just is someone to talk to. You can talk to anyone. You're paying someone to talk to your kid, and then they're going to tell all the secrets you told them to your parents. I always found counseling and whatever it's called really dumb and pointless. It doesn't change you as a person. You change you as a person. It's up to you to do it on your own. And I never thought that way when I was younger, because I was at the lower end of the scale until 5th grade. I would have to owe everything to my science teacher, 6th grade. No, 7th grade. He is the one who got me tons of friends. He was the best teacher on the planet, and I want to thank him. All because I was dyslexic, and I called him Mr. Lard. And he was fat, so that was funny. But I didn't know what lard was. I didn't know what that was. So he comes into the class, and he's like, "This boy right here just called me Mr. Lard. This is Cody." And he just puts me in front of the whole class. And that's where I learned humor to make friends. I let my inner introvert, I pushed it away, and I began making friends. And that was the start of a way better life for me, because I didn't talk to anyone. I didn't have any friends. I had a small amount, but they were younger than me. Let's go into the light. with my puppy. Hey, puppy. Hey, puppy. This can go any higher, I can't tell. If it can, I want to get my eyes, but it's too dark in here to see my eyes. I need water. Give me a sec. Unlike, I still have some anxieties. Some. But I've gotten rid of them through subliminals. That's why I always encourage people, and it's just recently, it's just in the past 3 years. Like 2015, I was beginning. I was still in my stupid stage. I didn't use intellect very much. See, people with anxiety a lot of the time, since I was that person, will overact and just be dumb. And they're not dumb. They're really smart. But they'll act dumb because they have anxiety of being judged. So they have an outer shell of protection by acting dumb or loud, or just because they don't get enough attention. So they'll do that. But really, on the inside, they're very smart. They're probably very smart. People with low-functioning autism are incredibly smart. They're brilliant, but they have no social skills, so to me, they're really boring to talk to. There was a kid at my school. He was 2 years younger than me, my high school. He had low-functioning autism, like at the bottom, but if he was on Facebook ever, he would type the most intelligent things on Facebook. He would leave paragraphs, which I hate when people do that. But he will leave paragraphs of why something is this way. Or see, the difference between the spectrum, which is interesting, is that me being on the highest functioning, like very high functioning, almost completely gone. No, not completely gone. It's something you can change the behaviors, but you can't change who you are. Everyone is unique in their own different way. You can change how social you are. That's a fact. You can do that. And subliminals really help you over time. But you can't change who you were born to be. You can, the human body adapts, so if you're brainwashed, you can easily just change your thoughts. Your subconscious, hold on, I need water. Sorry, yeah, that's, people with insecurities will pick on other kids. And that's what I would do to the low-functioning autistic kids in my class. I was high-functioning. I noticed everything. But it's just, for me, and I could get over this, really hard to deal with a low-functioning because I'm so high-functioning that I need stimulation. They don't want stimulation because they're constantly stimulated in their own head. Everything's internal with them, but high functioning is external. I still have always gotten along with people with autism. Always. Those are usually all my friends. I'm going to end it here. Let me just say, I don't hate anyone. It's just low functioning kind of bugs me. They can help it actually over time. Over time. It is fixable. But honestly, you only want to fix a little bit of it because you're gifted. It's a gift. It really is. It's a gift of creative intelligence. It's a good way to put it. You're gifted if you have it. You just gotta use it the right way. Bye. Like, comment, sub.